Hi everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs and welcome back to another 5-minute card video. Today I'm going to be using some stencils outside of the box to create an easy Christmas card. I'm going to be using the Nature's Elements stencil and the Fizzy stencil to create my design. I'm going to begin with some masking magic. Now these are the masking magic strips, and I know you guys see me do this a lot. But I'm going to be using the 1/4 inch masking magic strips. The pack comes with 3 different widths, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/8 of an inch, each used for all kinds of different techniques. But anytime I'm doing stenciling or ink blending and I want to create a nice border, I like the 1/4 inch size. And these can be reused as long as you stick with the same colors. So once I have all of these in place and I'm protecting the edge, I'm going to begin to stencil. Now here's the Nature's Elements stencil, and I'm going to be using one of the groupings of 2 leaves to create some greenery on this card. And I'm putting a Post-it note on the edge, so this way when I stencil that bigger leaf, I don't go off the edge and have a mistake. I'm starting with some jelly bean green, and I'm going to randomly ink up these 2 leaves all over the surface of this piece of cardstock. And you can see I'm turning the stencil as I go, and I'm making sure that some of the leaves kind of hang over the edge. And I'm moving them into different positions so that they look very random. Even on some of these, I'll just stencil one of the leaves, and even if it gets a little bit of the other leaf, that's okay. You're not going to see it because this is a pretty busy design. Now I'm going to continue to fill in areas here, and here I'm just going to stencil one leaf. I do get a little bit on the other leaf, but that's okay. Now the next step, I'm going to use the Fizzy stencil, and I found a little grouping of 3 circles that are going to make the perfect Christmas berries. In order to isolate them, I'm taking a Post-it note and I'm just cutting little strips of the Post-it note, and I am blocking off or masking a little triangle of circles, which I'm now going to call berries. You can use masking magic for this as well. But I like to keep my masking magic for those special things, so for this, a Post-it note is perfect. Now I've blocked off those 3 berries, and now I'm going to use some red hot ink, and I'm going to line those berries up along the greenery, the berries, the Fizzy stencil, and I'm just going to add little circles to look like Christmas berries. And I'm randomly putting them anywhere that there's some greenery. For this one, I'm just going to try to get into just one berry there. I think I can do it. There you go. And now I'm going to finish up and add these berries all over the greenery. And if there's areas on the card that don't have greenery, but I feel like there's not enough red, I'm going to go into those areas and just add random berries. They don't have to be attached to anything green. They can just be isolated by themselves. Here I'm going to go off the side a little bit. And you can see I'm just adding these wherever I think we need a little bit of something. And by the way, this piece of cardstock was cut using the Master Layouts 2 die set. So even though it's hard to see it here, I do have a stitched edge on that piece underneath that masking magic. Now here I went back to the Nature's Elements stencil, and I just picked a random circle that's on there, and I'm just adding some turquoise sea. I feel like turquoise sea is such a beautiful color to add to a traditional red and green style Christmas card. It just adds a little something, and you can see I am finding the tiniest areas to add that turquoise sea. Just a tiny little bit here and there, but I want to spread it out and get as much as I can and try to get it as even as possible around the card. Now this is the important step. Here I have some sea glass ink, and I am just ink blending around the perimeter, right over that masking magic. You have to do that in order to make the masking magic look like white borders when you peel it off. If not, you're going to have white areas left and it's not going to look like a nice crisp border. So by just going around the perimeter and leaving that white in the center, it gives it a nice glow. And you can see as I peel the masking magic off, anywhere that there wasn't a design has that light mist of sea glass ink. So now this card is ready for a greeting. I'm using a greeting from the Holly Jolly mini stamp set. I'm going to stamp it twice here with black onyx ink just to make sure I get it dark enough, because I never clean my stamps, and this one was kind of dirty when I pulled it out, so I needed to stamp it twice. Now once I have that done, that greeting just pulls it all together, and with the green leaves and the berries and the turquoise, it looks so pretty together. Now there are a few areas that still need a little something, and this gives me an opportunity to add some shine to this card. So I'm using some Connect glue here in our fine tip bottles, and I'm going to use some of the Gina K Designs metallic pearls. These come in 3 different colors in the pack, and there's 3 different sizes of each color. So I'm going to use all silver ones for this card, and I'm using all 3 sizes here. And I'm randomly placing them into the areas where there was open space. So there's my finished card. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll give this one a try. Stay tuned to my channel for more 5-minute card videos and more Stampin' Chat videos too. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another video. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon.